The feeling of being enough and accepting who you are is powerful. And we have to be so intentional about raising our families. It is your journey, it is your life, and you don't owe anything to anyone but yourself. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Just Being Melanie. Just Being Melanie. Hey. As you all can tell by the title, this is going to be a self-care, I don't want to call it a vlog, but whatever. It's going to be a self-care video. And this one is a little bit more intentional, yet impromptu. It's impromptu because I wasn't going to record. I wasn't going to record this, but it's early in the morning, 10 something. I just dropped my son off at school and I ran a couple of errands, and I kind of feel just overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed just because I have so many moving pieces. And I think many of us can relate to that, you know, between having a family, you know, a marriage, your work, just your friends, your extended family. It's a lot sometimes, and it can really become overwhelming if you do not press pause. Now, when I come on to YouTube, I am not coming in as an expert, and I say that all the time because I know that on many channels, many people, they make things look really grand or really perfect, and that's just not me. I like to watch them, you know, because it gives me something to strive for, but for myself, I just want to live a good life. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just need to be sure that things are in order as much as possible. Now, the one thing I pride myself on is balance. And balance to me is just being sure that nothing is falling apart. And when I say balance, also that is like with my kids, with my husband, with myself, with our businesses. I try to keep it above a certain level at all times. And if something does fall off or does kind of start to tank, I know how to press pause and just deal with that. And it is definitely a strategy to it. It's something that does not come easy to a lot of people, and I totally understand. But for me, that is definitely something that I pride myself in, and I'm okay with it. So right now, my balance is off with myself, and it's not in a bad way. I just recently had a birthday, and I am just like over the moon excited about my life. I'm just excited. I've never been in the place that I am now, and I don't know, but at the same time, I just have so many worries, so many fears, just anxiety, and I definitely suffer from anxiety. I recently began to have panic attacks, and I am trying my best to get that under control. So definitely comment down below if you have any natural remedies for just for panic attacks and for anxiety, some things that you may do. I'm not opposed to medication or anything like that either, but I would like to try the natural route at first. But right now, life is good, but I do feel Melanie falling off a little bit. So we just want to pick her back up. So again, it's 10 something in the morning, and I took off my clothes from taking my son to school, and I grabbed my robe, and I grabbed some things. A lot of these things are coming from the Dollar Tree that we will be using today, but I just want to share with you what I'm doing in order to take care of myself. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. It's okay. I think when we portray the feeling of, you know, fake it till you make it, I really don't like that. I really don't like that phrase. Some people can, and hey, kudos to you. But for me, I don't really believe in fake it till you make it. I feel like do the work until you make it. And in between, if you're not okay, then you're just not okay. I think we've all been at a place in our lives where we're not okay. And that's completely fine. It is your journey. It is your life. And you don't owe anything to anyone but yourself. And you want to, especially if you're raising a family or you have people that are depending on you, you want to be all that you can be, you know, to be the best version of yourself for first of all, for yourself, but secondly, for the people whom you are caring for. So I am definitely a huge advocate for self-care and being sure that your mental is okay. So we're gonna jump right on into today's video. I went to the Dollar Tree. I had went to the Dollar Tree a while back and I got a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm showing it this way because for me, I like me a good spa. And I've spent a lot of money on spas. But sometimes I don't want to spend all that money. I don't want to be around people. I just want to do it at home by myself. And I am going to give myself a cute little manicure. And well, I'll show y'all. I'm going to show y'all everything I got going on. But I'm so excited. So I have until 3 o'clock to myself. My house is not cleaned. Nothing is in order. And guess what? I don't give a damn, because guess who comes first? Just being Melanie. Just being Melanie. Hey, let's go ahead and look curtains here. I'm in my little room. Let's see if I close these curtains. Can you see me better? It's a little dark. I'm not bringing out my ring light because I can't find my robe, my little robe thing. So y'all, my monkey start hanging out, child. Don't be sending me no little love letters. All right, so I have my candle. I got my little candle here. I'm gonna light that in a second. I gotta go run downstairs and get a match. But my nails look a hot mess. I am in the process of painting, so I didn't want to get my nails done, so I'm just gonna do them myself. Now, again, I really, my purpose of being on YouTube is not to show you my perfect life, okay? My purpose for being on YouTube is to simply just share my story and my journey, and through me sharing and through me showing pieces of what I do, I figure, you know what, Melanie, if it's a billion people in this world, you can encourage, inspire, and strengthen somebody out there. I feel like I can. And so that's what I'm going to do. This was definitely a huge move for my family because my husband was not the biggest fan of social media. But y'all, I need to tell you, y'all go log on to my IG. I'm working on TikTok, but go log on to my IG and look at some of my reels, because my husband, this Mr. Laid Back, y'all, I think I'm transforming that man, because he is starting to be in my videos, and I think that he sees that being in front of the camera makes me happy, and how much I enjoy it. And you know, in true big old fashion, that's what we call him, Big O. That's what I call him, Big O. In true big old fashion, he's going to do what it takes to make sure that his wife is happy. So I'm so appreciative of him. Before we get started, something I do every morning is a morning meditation. And I just want to read one of these to you. The feeling of being enough and accepting who you are is powerful. It can be scary to wholeheartedly accept yourself, but that's only because important things tend to scare us before we do them. When you are having difficulty accepting yourself, ask, what is one thing I can do today to accept myself? Reframe the thoughts that deny self-approval and cultivate self-love step by step. And the question that they're asking is, what are some small acts you can do daily that will move you toward full self-love? Now, I don't know why I am getting so teary-eyed. This is a bit much for me. As I was reading it, I was just thinking about just like self-love, and like, I have 3 sons, and you know, you all can go back and look at some of my old videos. They're on some of those videos as well. But the one thing I try my best to do every day when I talk to my children is, I'm a real mama. Not a real mom, but I'm a realist. I'm not really one to beat around the bush or sugarcoat stuff too much for my kids. Like, you know, I'm not hardcore, but I keep it real. Put it like that. I keep it 100. And the one thing that I strive to do is to be sure that they know who they are and accept who they are and love who they are. And sometimes, like in this world, especially in the social media world, why am I tearing? especially with our babies. We have to be so careful. We have to be so careful and so intentional in our parenting. It is not easy raising kids in the world today. It's just not easy, because there's a lot of mean kids, there's a lot of mean parents, there's a lot of mean people. And there's also a lot of people who are living through a facade. And unfortunately, some of the more naive kids and people in general who can't see past that, who can't see past those facades that people are putting on and showing only what they want to show on social media or wherever else. Like, they can't see past it, so they try their best to imitate. They try so hard to imitate what they see on these platforms. And just from having the perfect marriage to having the perfect body, or having the perfect kids, or having the perfect house. And it's not like that in real life. It's not. And we have to be so intentional about raising our families. This is my first time getting emotional on camera, but it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly. And for my kids, I do the best that I can. And if you know me, and if you follow me on other platforms, the one thing I always say is to live without regret. And so when it comes to my marriage and when it comes to my kids, I try very hard just to keep them grounded and to keep my marriage grounded, so that they can really live their best life. It's not a perfect life, but it's their best life, our best lives. So again, me coming onto this platform and sharing pieces of Melanie, of just being Melanie, it is because I want to share my truths. And I'm a happy person. Like, life is good for me. I put in a lot of hard work, and life is good, but it's not always good, and it's not always perfect, and I'm okay. My house is not always clean. My kids are not always the best kids. My husband is not always the best, husband or whatever, but we try very hard. And so that's all you can do. But guys, I'm sorry to get so emotional, and I am not going to stop and press the stop button, because I think that this is a part of Melanie. And so on my channel, I do anything that why am I like this? On my channel, I cover anything that goes on under the roof of a home. That's my niche. Anything that goes on under the roof of a home within a family, I'm gonna cover it. Being from DIYs to organization, to sitting up here crying, looking crazy like I am right now, to I just do it all. And I want to bring you guys along with me. So if this is something that you may be interested in, I promise I don't cry like this often, click that subscribe button. But let's just go ahead and get this show on the road, because 3 o'clock gonna get here before you know it, and I be done wasted all my doggone time crying. Okay guys, let's go. Hey guys, I had to stop my self-care day because time has gotten away from me. I was able to watch me a couple of episodes on Netflix, and also I was able to take my nap. I have to have my 20-minute nap every day. And I wanted to thank you all just for, if you watched all the way through, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am not always a crybaby. I am not always in my feelings, but today I was, and it's okay. So I feel so much better. I feel refreshed. I threw on a little makeup because I have to run to a meeting for my sons and then to basketball practice. So my day is about to begin, and I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Here on this channel, I do all things that happen under a roof. Your girl gonna cover it, okay? From DIYs to organization to marriage stuff to kids stuff to building stuff. We doing it all, okay? And I would love for you to join my family. So click that bell notification button and that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Just being Melanie, just being Melanie.